Good morning, everybody, and welcome one and all, to Waking Base. I hope y'all are doing well. Been having a good morning, a good week, or good 2 weeks since I've seen you guys last. I know it's been a busy one for me. Had a gig last week, one of my first ones up here in Missouri. Felt pretty nice to get back into things in that way. Went pretty well. Played with a couple of very cool bands that were all super nice and very talented. Only left one piece of gear behind and was able to successfully recover it. So, great success in the old Alex 6351 book. But yeah, today at the show, what I thought we would do, since I'm still wildly behind and, as always, underprepared, we would do a little bit of free play, or a little bit of community chooses what we listened to this morning. And already, since you guys never let me down, we've already got 3 or 4 different artists to check out, some cool albums, a couple things I've never heard of, and a couple things I have heard of. So, we're going to jump right in there, check in, but first, let's check in with the chat, see what's going on. Morning, Bobby. Good to see you, buddy. Hope everything's been going well for you. Pavillis, good morning. Yes, Dr. Vamp, doing good. Got me that new blood, ready for another 60 years of youth. So good. All right, so jumping into what we're looking at here today, just to give a little bit of a preview. Jump over here. Try to get out of the shadow of my microphone. We got a couple good suggestions here from the old 63501 crew. So one of them is Jimsaku, a group that we have listened to a couple times before. This is the combination of Tetsuo Sakurai and Akira Jimbo. So Akira Jimbo is the drummer from Cassiopeia. And man, my internet has been goofy today, so we'll see if it holds up. So we've got Akira Jimbo there from Cassiopeia, and we also have Tetsuo Sakurai from Cassiopeia. So, pretty cool little break off from that group to create their own thing. Heavy emphasis upon jazz fusion. A lot of Latin influences as well. I was looking through here a little bit earlier today, checking out this guy, Joaquin Bello, because I was like, what the heck is a Zamponia? Never seen a Zamponia. So, might have to check that out later. It is still waiting to load his credits. So something is very wrong with this page here. But while we wait for this to, here we go, load up. Okay, look, he's got some preludes and he's got some CDs. Let's see if credits works. Probably not. Well, whatever the case, we're going to give a listen to first couple tracks here, see what's going on. Let's jump in, see if anybody has a specific... Yeah, it looks like a black smudge on the screen. I was going to say, let me see if I can adjust my microphone backwards or forwards. I can't win. Oh, episodes with good audio, episodes with bad audio. Okay, that's something, right? That's almost it. You can almost see my face. Let's listen to some music while I try to figure it out. Let's listen to the debut track, Jimsaku, a little gypsy romance. All right. I dig it. Oh, there it is. There's that Bolivian flute. Zamponia. Oh, it's one of these things. Okay. Indian panpipe. The diatonic. Sounds like this is oriented a little bit like a harmonica. So for those of you who do not know, harmonicas are generally created in specific key signatures. So just just for like a visual representation, let's like look at one of these. So you've got 2 rows of pipes, so 13 pipes. So within those notes, you probably only have a diatonic scale. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You don't get the sharps, you don't get the flats. If you do something like this, you can get more. But even here, okay, so chromatic panpipe in E minor. So that means it probably has a low E and a high E, and then everything in between. So you can see when you do chromatic, you're adding a ton more notes. And it gets really, really big and a little bit unwieldy. And if we look at a harmonica, very small. But if we look up chromatic harmonica, they get real big. You can't tell by the size here. These things are beefy. They're quite large. But you can do all the different notes on them. Little factoid. But I'm digging this, man. This is a very light, not light listening, easy listening, but it's just like, it's very groovy. Feel energized. I like this. Yeah, I wasn't kidding about the Latin stuff, Bobby. No, they hit it super hard. Yeah, what songs did I play at the gig? Are they technical or are they super simple? A little bit of both. I was doing violin, so it was a folk country gig. So I was doing a lot of solos and trying to fill in extra parts in the background. So it's as you know from the channel, it's a very specific kind of playing. So it's not trying to be front and center. It's trying to be conversational, add some extra notes to fill in the sound, but not detract from the vocalist, that's the main show, is acoustic guitar and singing. So it was a good experience. I had to fight my electric violin a little bit, but yeah, no, haven't had a bass gig in a while, so we'll see when the next one happens. But got to meet some people first to get the old jazz going. But that new place that I'm rehearsing at has a ton of really good musicians. You just hear people playing all the time, so I'm sure it'll be sooner than later that I find some people to start jamming with, do some covers. I play a lot of city pop really loud, trying to entice people to knock on my door and be like, "What are you doing tonight?" Have I ever had a band? Yes, I do. I am currently in a band. I was gonna say maybe later I'll show you some of the stuff that we've been working on. Give you a little taste. It's very different from the city pop stuff that we like to do here. Okay, first track, Gypsy Romance from Jimsaku. Very, very cool group here. So again, these are 2 Cassiopeia boys going out on their own, trying to do a little bit more Latin beat. They left Minoru in the back and Issei Noro, the guitarist, to go do their own thing. We all know that our boy loves his trains, Minoru. Man, look at this, dude. What is wrong with this guy's credits list? It just will not load. All right, well, whatever. Yeah, we'll be your guinea pigs. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Let you guys check out the music, see what you think of it. Okay, cool. So there's some Jimsaku. Very cool group that, yeah, really nothing to say other than positive. I like that. I like that little picture of them, little blue and red. And you got the, yeah, homies through the years. And there we go. I'm trying to think, what did we listen to that was, we listened to this one. We listened to Dispension. That was from a while back. I guess we never listened to a whole bunch of Jimsaku other than just like individual tracks. But yeah, nice career through the 90s. Looks like they hit it back up in 2021. Very cool. Okay, so jumping into a different artist completely, one that I have never heard of. This is appearing to be Korean. Let's type this in and see what I get. Nothing. Cool. There's got to be Uju. There we go. Give me the light. Uju. Give me the light. Well, you just gonna be that way? All right. All right. Well, then let's just give it a listen and see if we can't figure out what's going on. Okay. So a lot of Korean here. A lot of Korean here. Okay. Well, let's just listen and figure it out. It says Uju. So I'm assuming that's who that is. Hell yeah. That was tasty. Dude, Discogs is just taking a crap today, man. Desperately looking for help in chat, like, what is this? This is dope. Whatever it is. Okay, I gotta go to the Discord now. Like, where did this come from? Okay. This is Mark. The Mark special here. Sunday Soul. Huh? Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, this kind of sounds contemporary. A little bit. Okay, 2017. Yeah. All right. Okay, Discogs is just taking a minute. To be so hard. Somebody. Sunday Soul, episode 1. Well, that's super cool. That's also super cool. Bernard Duran. Okay, very cool. Uju. I dig this. So, very much city pop feel, but there were just a handful of things in there that were like, this isn't city pop. This isn't the original city pop. Why do I say that? Just a couple production things. So the beginning totally faked me out. I was like, this sounds like traditional city pop. You got that nice round synthesizer. It's popping in real nice. It's got a little bit of that kind of modern retro throwback sound. What does that mean? It means you're trying to get those old sounds, but you still are prioritizing sound quality. So this bass is really nice. Nicer than I think you would get in a 80s mix. But that's a very, very small thing. It's when we get to the chorus, we start hearing things that sound a little more like modern K-pop. This kind of stuff. Something about that vocal processing. sounds a lot more modern. It reminds me more of things like Cosmic Girls or I don't know all the K-pop stuff, but like Blackpink or anything like that. It's got a little bit more of that vocal production quality. So, you know, it's always like, this is being very, very, very picky. There's nothing wrong with these sounds. It's just whenever you're trying to, we call this, listening examples in the classical music world, you had to either listen to a piece of music or look at a score. That's it. And you had to figure out with a relative degree of certainty who wrote it, even if you've never heard the piece before. But as impossible as that sounds, if you know what to look for, you can get really, really close. And even if you don't pick the exact correct artist or composer, if you land within their genre or you find somebody who is like musically adjacent to them, it's all good. So let's say, for example, in a classical sense, if you were looking at a piece of, you could clearly tell it was a classical string quartet. If you picked Mozart or Haydn, you would probably get full points because unless you know those pieces, for string quartets, those two composers wrote extremely similarly for a long period of their time in that genre. So if you picked one, it's like, all right, I'm not going to blame you because that's very similar to the other. So to take it into city pop realms, when we're listening to things like our first track from Jimsaku, it had an older sound quality by virtue of the lack of low end. So we've talked a little bit about the loudness wars, about how over the 90s and metal bands and television and all these different factors came together to just make everything louder. So it's removing our dynamic contrasts and it's really prioritizing, I want to be heard. And with that, it came with a new rule set of how we EQ and make things sound. So this song, just listen to the middle of it, has more bass presence overall than the Jimsaku tracks. Listen. Bass. Has a little bit of punch to it. If we go back to Jimsaku, where's that punch? We can hear the bass. It's there, but that low end push. Maybe, hopefully you guys hear what I'm talking about here, where it's a different representation of low end. So for what we're doing here when we're listening to music, that's one of the big telltale signs, is how present or how punchy is the bass. Because it doesn't matter who you are, even if you're like Kraftwerk, a synth band from the 70s, it was different equipment, different mixing ideas. So that's my TED Talk. Talking about that. Let's catch up in the chat here. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, Bobby, maybe there's info on YouTube. We'll check it out. See what she's got on here. Got 733 subscribers. Let's see what else. Oh, here's a little video of her playing some piano. Got a little home studio here. Staring at the camera. Out of tune piano. Okay. Okay, fun. Cool. Interesting little shorts. Let's see here. Blow a dope vape cloud. That's cool. Yeah, kind of a neo city pop. What is this? We putting her in a bag? Ooh, the slow triplet. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Adidas. This is always a fun meter where you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can like, you get to choose how you want to listen to it. Do you want to listen to it in 2? Do you want to listen to it in 3? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's a fun zone to interact in. It's a cool little music video too. Yeah, very epic, but cool. All right, Uju. I hope I'm saying that correct. And great album cover right here. This is very Junko Hashi. I like that. It's a cool look. Okay, so Uju, a little bit of a Korean city pop, a little modern artist popping in there. You know what? 733 subscribers. Let's give her a sub. Give her a sub. She's doing good work. Let's keep it going. Okay, next suggestion here that I do believe was from Alexis. Let's see here. Let's see where I got this suggestion from. Maybe it was in music. Yeah, I don't know where this came from. But somebody brought up a cool song that we're going to listen to by Hako Yamasaki. So this is Bokyo. I think whoever suggested this, I want to say it was Alexis. Maybe I'm wrong. But they were talking, they suggested the whole album. So we're just going to listen to the title track. See what we got here. This sounds familiar. I mean, I know it sounds familiar just because we're doing this like Western Tarantino-esque soundtrack. Yeah, dude. Don't let Tarantino find out about this. We're gonna get a spaghetti western in Japan. This is spaghetti western music. Pop, folk, world, and country. This is Kaio Kyoku. Okay, Yoshiko Sai. Alright. That makes sense. Check her out here. Looked at her before. Looked at her several times. She's actually on the cover of the episode for today. Pretty sure I put her album on there. This is a cool album. I really enjoyed this. Dude, Discogs is just dying today. She's the one that has the sister, I do believe. Good stuff. Could be wrong. We got a lot of good names in here too. Oh, this guy. A very slow Zorba Greek guitar line. Nice, they bring the strings in there. I do believe Seiichi Murakami, this is what's his name? Takanaka's from Lahoots. Positive he played for Takanaka. Looks like I'm wrong. Cocaine. Rest in peace. Doesn't have a ton of what does that look like? I'm a child. Is that Hulk Hogan? What's happening? No. Okay, we're gonna have to take a time out here. Very cool song, first of all. Hako Yamasaki. Very, very cool. We're going to be checking more of this out. Rabbit hole. Clicked on this guitarist that's like, this is an interesting looking guy. Like the hat, like the open shirt. Which leads me to this Japanese single by Hulk Hogan. And they put his name in Japanese there. This is too much for me to ignore. I have to find this. I have to listen to this. Forgive me. Hulk Hogan. Oh man, it's just right here. Oh, which version to listen to? And is it Ichiban or Ichiban? It should be Ichiban, right? Number 1. But it's Ichiban? What? Hulk Hogan plays bass? What is happening? Alright, let's do... Alright, let's do the 16-year-old version. Let's go. Dude, Hulk is a bass player? Shut up. He was not almost in Metallica. Dude, the Marvel hero. I'm surprised Hulk was never in a Marvel movie. It would have been a good shitty movie. Just like the hero Bobby. There's no mistaking he's the real Marvel hero. What is this intro? Oh no!
It's your fate. Just one act and it's too late. Hands in the giant in the bushes too. Just one act and they are through. Ichiban Hogan, Hogan champion. Ichiban Hogan, Hogan number
1. Dude, this is not.
Rocket free. Hogan is too strong for me. Action is Hogan's game. Action gave him fortune and fame.
He plays bass? What is happening? Dude. He did Eye of the Tiger. Dude, why are there 2 bass players? This is wild. This is young Hogan. Oh my god, he really is.
Hogan is our rising sun. It's your ball. It's his name.
This isn't him singing, dude. Yeah, this is him wrestling in Japan, but this is gnarly, dude. Dude, that... I apologize for forcing everyone to listen to it that long, but it was like, what the heck is going on?
Like an ornament. The belt that I want is the greatest partners in the world because
that's what his voice sounds like. Hulk Hogan plays bass with Diamondback at the Sturgis Bike Rally. Alright, where's this dude? Look at it. He's going for it. Look how small that thing looks in his hands. Dude, I was always a Macho Man fan, but I'd go watch Hulk Hogan play bass. Maybe not today. Political affiliations aside, it's always pretty fun to watch a wrestler play an instrument. Okay. Whoa. And then it got real weird and dark there. Okay. Didn't expect to go down this hole of the Hulk Hogan single soundtrack. I'm number one. Ichiban. All right. Back on some kind of topic. All right. Calling the session guy. Yeah, dude. Hulk playing the bass breaks the strings. Dude. That's crazy. Terry Hogan. What happened to you, boy? You lost your mind. All right. Very cool, though. So we were listening before I got sidetracked there. Hako Yamasaki. Bokyo. Very, very cool. Let's see who else we got on here. Oh, we got Jimsaku on keyboards. Okay, very, very cool. So this is a guy, was he? No, he was not YMO. He just did his own thing. Did a lot of really cool keyboard stuff. Man, this is just... Discogs is dying on me today. It just doesn't want me to research. See, now, Rei Ohara. This is another cat we've seen a bunch of. What did he do a whole bunch in? Sadistic Mika Band. Okay, that's where we've seen him before. Ryorichi Sakamoto. Okay. Husband of Amy Ozaki. Okay, that's how I know. I was like, why do I know his name so well? Amy Ozaki, I absolutely love Amy Ozaki. Her, what's the name of that album that she has that I really, really like? Yeah, dude, Fourth Dimensional Map. Super good. Super good album. Another good album she has, Air Kiss. Really like Air Kiss. Is this the one that has Always in Love? Or maybe that's somebody. Maybe that's a different album. Anyway, she's awesome. Super awesome. Oh yeah, and look at that. Jun Sato works on that too. So that's where I knew that from. These two guys working with Amy Ozaki. Very, very cool. Ooh, look at those little wings. Those are cute. Those are cute little back wings. That's nice. Okay. Very cool. Well, let's give another track. Let's give a listen to another track here. Let's go into kind of a middle deep cut here. Let's do Taketombo. See what happens. Keeping it pretty chill. About music production earlier. Here's an interesting thing to point out. Do you hear that hiss? my mind, we'll hear if I'm right, but it is used to create dynamic contrast. So that just means the mics are really hot to pick up really quiet sounds, but as it starts to get louder, it will start to remove that hiss a little bit because we'll get more sound. Now, it could just be bad recording quality. So we're going to look and see if we can find a better version of this that sounds a little nicer. Let's see what we get here. That's the same. Nope, that's the same. Nope, that's the same. Psh, you hear that? Psh. So, that is talking earlier about hallmarks of eras. This is one of those things. In the 70s, you definitely heard a lot of air in the recording, and it was done to maintain dynamic contrast, soft to loud. We talked about the loudness wars earlier. Yeah, this is, I was like, what year is this? 1975. Keyboardist, you know it? That'll never load. Look, it's still loading. Ridiculous. It's got a little bit of an America vibe, if you've ever listened to it. Name is like the big one. What's the other good one that they have? Ventura Highway. Oh, I love Ventura Highway. Very cool. I definitely dig Hako here. I'm getting a... Ooh, I like that major ending. Going back to minor. These little pan pipes, pan flutes. Very nice touch. Nice vibraphone. And you see, when those flutes were going, you almost couldn't hear that hiss. So again, it's all in the approach of the recording style and the kind of the zeitgeist of the time, what people thought sounded good. And you know, with that sound, that's still in classical music. You'll hear symphony recordings, and you'll hear that hiss when it's really quiet because you've got 130 people on stage that are going to get super ass loud at one point. And if the mics are EQ'd right for the quiet stuff, it's not going to be EQ'd right for the loud stuff, and you lose that power of the dynamic contrast. Because classical music is still not being recorded to be heard in your ears. It's being recorded to be played through a sound system to recreate that sound. Really and truly, that's the main goal. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of a sound of what I was talking about with this America sound, a band from the 70s. Ventura Highway, before I get knocked out here. We don't have as much of that hiss, but we have a very clicky sound. We've got a lot of, it's more treble based. And then whenever we get all the other instruments to come in here in a second, we'll hear a little bit more.
Chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road.
Man, I got copyright strike for that, probably. All right. Yeah. So, jumping back in here, yeah, with Pavilis here. Suggested the Tomitsu thing, but oh, nice. Thank you for suggesting that. That was a good suggestion. Thank you, Pavilis. Yeah, Discogs does not want to work. See, any anime that I'm watching these days, nothing that I'm watching right now. The thing that got me all excited from last week or from 2 weeks ago was talking about Furikuri, which this is, one of my favorite animes of all time. For those of you who don't know, it's only 6 episodes. It's very, very short. And then like maybe 8 or 9 years ago, they released a second part because the original was 2003. And I want to say the part 2 was like 2019, 2018, maybe even sooner. Heard it was pretty good. I tried to watch it, but it was like right when it came out, and I just like lost track because it was on Cartoon Network when I was watching it. Very cool, very surreal. That's a super fun one. What else have I been watching anime-wise? My homies have been super into, One Piece. I mean, they're just like obsessed with One Piece. I'm way too daunted by 1,000 episodes. Everybody's trying to get me into it. What is another good one? Demon Slayer. People have been telling me a lot of good stuff about Demon Slayer. Yeah. The newest Toshiki album, Qu'est-ce que c'est? Let's see. Kadomatsu. What you got, homie? Toshiki. Okay, this is going to take a little more work. Let's do this. Toshiki. If I recall correctly, there was a little bit of a boycott for if it's who I'm remembering, Toshiki's tour. What he decided to call his tour. Let's see if it's still out there. Toshiki Kadomatsu World Tour. Let's see here. Because if I recall, I don't want to say impolite company what he called it. But it was bad. It was bad. Let's see if they put it on the Wikipedia. Magic Hour, Lovers at Dusk. Okay, that's fine. That's what we're gonna listen to. Singles. It was a tour name that was very, very not good. I'm a child. Dude, you just can't say contemporary urban music and then abbreviate it. Dude, someone's got to tell him. It can't be us. I need some contemporary urban music. There's no way he doesn't know. It is true. Somebody was saying this isn't the first time he's done something like this. Toshiki is... I can't read these comments out loud. I'm such a baby. Okay. Toshiki has done weird pseudo-sexual things before. The one that I think is the goofiest one is this one, Legacy of You, where he's got this, like, the idea is that his guitar is a lady, and he put panties and bra on his guitar, and then the guitar's walking away with him with a model wearing the same clothes. But where did the shoes come from, Toshiki? Where are the shoes? And who's this hussy? Huh? What's going on? All right, enough goofing around. Let's listen to this new album here and see what he's got. No, that's not it. No Turns. Not Rebirth. Magic Hour, Lovers at Dusk. Magic Hours, Lovers at Magic Hour, Lovers at Dusk. Here we go. Man, that's nuts, dude. How does Toshiki Kadomatsu and I have almost the same number of subscribers for the topic? Like, I know that's not a real metric, but come on, world. Get down on Toshiki more, baby. I love that bass. Who's doing that? Who's doing that? This is another perfect example. This still sounds like Toshiki, but you can tell it's newer because of the production quality. bass. Man, his voice still sounds great. He's nuts. Years it sounded good. He's making a new instrumental album. That's cool. Check that out too. I would definitely check out. I mean, I love Toshiki. He's great. The instrumental stuff is very, very Bernard Edwards. How's that possible? He's dead for 20 years. What? Oh, it's because they're doing covers. Bernard Edwards, they brought him back from the dead. 2024 is the best. This is cool, man. I'm not giving any of these a listen. Yeah, right? Is he cheating on his electric one with the classic one? Oh. Is he a smoker? Dude, that's nuts. He smokes. And still sounds as good. You got a pacemaker too? He was a heavy smoker while writing music in the early part of his career. Beautiful lady. Classic. This is so cool because it sounds so much like Toshiki, but it doesn't sound like a rip of his old stuff. He's still got like solid new ideas. His voice sounds younger. It does not make any sense. He's still doing words, music arranged, vocals, electric, keyboard, computer. It all. Everything he can do, he will do. Yeah, dude, I'm kicking on these. Look at all these violinists. I should be one of those. Place looking that good. Wailing. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right. Hey, what's up, Julian? Good to see you, homie. Yeah, he's cross-dressing on one of his single cover. Yeah, I don't think contemporary urban music was a mistake. I think he did that pretty on purpose, which is funny. There's just no getting around that that's funny. See your Pavilis here. There's a documentary video about Toshiki on YouTube, translated by citypop fan as well, and it shows him smoking there. But yeah, it's like 30 years ago probably. Yeah, it's interesting, you know, because I was actually talking to some people about this yesterday, about their some of the oldest rock and roll people like who were still alive, like Ozzy Osbourne, Keith Richards, Steven Tyler, you know, these rock and roll legends who were also notorious for their drug usage and alcohol usage and partying and just like doing everything that is the antithesis of taking care of your body. And they're all like in their 70s, still performing, still kicking it and just crushing it. And Ozzy Osbourne in particular was like, how the shit am I alive? I should be so dead. And it came from a place of love too, because he had so many of his friends die from drug and alcohol overdoses. He was kind of like survivor's guilt, like, why am I still alive? And scientists studied him and found out that he's like legit a mutant, X-Men style mutant. He's got some crazy liver that can just process way more than normal people can. And that's why he, you know, one of the reasons why he's still alive. So it's interesting. I wonder if Toshiki is one of those characters who, even though he smoked and clearly had pacemaker, has some health issues, like his voice sounds great. And I feel like that is not typical for most people who are heavy smokers, even for a short period of their lives. Like to maintain a really, really solid voice is no easy task. So it's not a mistake, he's just based. Hell yeah. That is true, man. Yeah, Toshiki's not making mistakes like that. Can't read that comment, but that's funny. I wish I hadn't typed that. Dude, okay, so now he's talking about Yoshino Fujimura sounding rough now. I don't doubt it, man. Yoshino, the guy who's like, I think half of Yoshino Fujimura's albums have him smoking a cigarette in the album. Maybe not half, because I thought I thought Romantic Guys did. Does he have a cigarette here? Nope, no cigarette there. He's got a cigarette in... No, I really thought that he had cigarettes in his mouth in all of these. Who am I thinking of? I must be thinking of... who the hell am I thinking of? Am I thinking of Ryuji? I don't even know. From his 2018 album. Oh, from What's Up, listening to this. Yeah, let's just take her. I don't want to drag my boy through the mud. But I do want to hear some Fujimura. All right, let's see. People don't even know who I am. Maybe they do. That guy knows. He knows who he is. Not a lot of power. Let's go to the chorus here. See what you've lost now. Hold you, drive you, boost you. Yeah. You know, it is not the worst. I've heard much, much, much worse in my day. But if you're doing the comparison game to his early stuff, you can hear way less power. It's a little bit of gravel in his voice. Hey, look at this guy. What a goober. Yoshino Fujimura. What does this even sound like? I don't even know. Did I bass jam on this? So that's what that bass used to look like. Practice. I used to know what I was doing. it someday. Okay. Very, very fun. Yeah, he's an old cat, dude. The keys are great. Mm-hmm. It's great, though. He's got a 10-minute version of Destination. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a basin knot. Stickers. Yep, it is just stickers now. I had somebody recently on one of the YouTube videos, I saw someone post something like, interesting, I forget what they said, but they were making comments about the stickers of like, nice rap on your instrument. It's like, yes, thank you. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I always have a good time with this, and this was I very much enjoyed just jumping around, listening to some new stuff from old artists, new stuff from new artists, finding out that Hulk Hogan has a Japanese rap single. Didn't need to know that, but glad I do. There you go. All right, guys. Well, if you are not part of the Discord channel, link in the description below. Come on and join. It is a fantastic group of people, completely free, absolutely awesome place to hang out, find some new music, make some new friends, get some new stuff going on. If you have money that you want to flush down the toilet, don't do that. Don't put it in the toilet. You can go to Patreon. You can give me a couple bucks. Or you can go over there to check out some baseless backing tracks to all the songs that I've done on YouTube. And if you guys have questions or need help or anything like that, just hit me up in the Discord. Just do a little @Alex6501. I will respond to you. I really try to be good about responding to people who message directly at me. So, without further ado, you guys are the best. I love you a ton. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you guys next time. See you, everybody. I don't know how to stop this.